Hi, this is Brian with TCS, and this is the third in our series of videos on using the BACnet Manager within the Ubiquity Cloud. And in this video, we're going to be going over how you can create a programming page that can be used then by all the Ubiquity users. So we'll kind of start out here on the home page, and you can see we still don't have our icon set up for the stats we've been working on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this kitchen stat, the one we've been working on, and you can see that since we've already moved all these points into the active map, they all show up on this monitoring page. So we're going to take care of that in the next video. But then if I click on the program button, you can see there is no programming page here. So how do we create that? So let's go back to the home page and we'll click on the BACnet Manager. And again, we'll click right on that kitchen stat. And you can see here that there's nothing here on the programming page. So we're going to create that. Now, there's two ways to do that. We can create this from scratch, like we're going to do here, or we can do this through downloading a template. So we're going to show that how to build and save and use templates in our last video of this series. But right now we're going to show you how to set one up, a very simple one. So we click the Edit Layout button, and that brings up this page. So right here we've got access to all the points that we've got available on this particular controller, all those BACnet objects. So we're going to set this up instead of one big default group. We're going to set some groups up so that this layout makes a sense and is a little bit easier to use. So I'm going to add a group, and I'm going to name this group, for example, we'll just call it set points and temps. And I'll go ahead and save that. Now I'm going to start putting some points in here. So I'm going to do the A cool set point, add that point, the A heat set point, add that point, and then we're going to go down here to everything's in alphabetical order. So we're going to go to the unoccupied heat set point and the unoccupied cool set point. Here we go. And we add that in. Now if we want to match these up, I can just move these around just like that. I can also edit the point and change the name if I want to, and then save it. So since I'm only using the A set point group, I'm just going to call this cool set point or occupied cool set point. And we'll name this one occupied heat set point. And we'll save both of those. And then let's say that we want to add some monitoring points just as a point of reference. And that can always be helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the active cooling set point so we can see what's actively being used at any given point, and the active heat set point. And then as a reference, we want to maybe put the actual zone temperature in here. So we're going to find that. Let's see here. We go space temperature right there. So we've got those in there. So that's a nice little group of points. Now let's add another group. Let's say that we want to add a group for, we're going to call this, let's say, digital outputs. We'll go ahead and save that. And then we're going to add some of the programming points that we might need. For example, the cool stage 1 differential and offset. So we'll go ahead and put that in and put in the cool stage 1 offset, and then we want to do the same thing with the heat stage 1 differential and offset. So we'll go to heat stage 1 differential and heat stage 1 offset. Oop. And now this one, maybe we want to move the whole group up like that. So we have those in the order we want it to. So again, it's a pretty simple system. You keep adding these points to it, and you create this programming page. Once you're done, you go ahead and click the Save button. And again, you can add as many groups and put them in any order that you want to. But we'll keep this pretty simple for demonstration purpose right now. And there is our programming page. So we can go ahead and read the entire programming page. I'll go ahead and do that, or you can read them by group. So I'll go ahead and read them all. And this will take a little bit longer just because it's more points to read. And I'm just going to click this tab until these icons turn green. And that should happen pretty simply or quickly, and it did. So you can see these are all the current points that we have here. And I can, any one of these, I can change it, and then I can write it as a group. So it'll write all of these in here as well, but so you don't have to write the entire page. And sometimes when you have a pretty long programming page, you don't want to write the entire page. But now if I go back into the site, and again I go to that kitchen stat, we haven't set the icon up for it yet, and I hit the program button. This is what the users will see now. Anybody who's got access to programming is going to see this. So here's their programming page that they've got, and they'll be able to look at this. If it's got priority array, it'll be right there as well that they can write to. So all that information is available to the users. So that's the basics of how you set up a programming page. And in the next video, we'll show you how to set up a basic monitoring page. Thanks a lot.